My hair wasn't growing for 2 years. It was stuck at this length. It was discouraging, but I conquered it, and I'm here to help you if you're going through the same thing. Sanibonani Ninjani, it's Zinhle Africa. Can you believe that I didn't see any progress in terms of my growth with my natural hair for 2 years? Like, imagine. So when people tell me about their experiences with this, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, even here on YouTube, like, trust me, I can relate. Like, more than you understand. And I'm so thankful that I didn't give up on my hair, because if I did, then I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't know all of the things that I know today. And it was really difficult for me at the time because people weren't being transparent in terms of, with their struggles. They only showed natural hair when they were romanticizing it. And I think it's so important to talk about the struggles and how you got over it and how you conquered it. This is one of those videos. If you're someone that hasn't been seeing a lot of progress in their hair, you feel like your hair is not growing longer, it's probably because of breakage. And there's a few reasons why, breakage happens, but so many other reasons. So just to simplify everything, I'm going to be looking at the 3 different parts of your hair. We're going to be looking at the roots of the hair, we're going to be looking at the lengths of the hair, and then we're going to be looking at the ends of the hair. Alright, so let me be clear. If you can understand what I'm about to tell you in this video, and make sure you watch until the end, you will not have this problem again, okay? Most of the people that don't have any medical underlying conditions, and when you see the problem arising, you'll know exactly what to do, okay? So this is really, really important if you are struggling with this right now. Okay, so first we're going to look at the scalp. And actual hair growth starts at the scalp, right? In the hair follicles. So there is nothing that can stop that growth from your scalp. A lot of these brands push their products like they are the ones that are making your hair grow out of your scalp. It's not true, okay? Yes, it can boost what is already there, but those products can't do what God is already doing with your hair. Like, no product can just make your hair grow out of a follicle. So that is your natural body's ability to grow your hair. Don't ever look outside, externally for things that are going to grow your hair. Maybe boost, but it's not really going to grow your hair. What grows your hair out of your scalp is everything that happens internally. So if I'm taking care of myself, I have a healthy diet, I have a healthy lifestyle, my hair will grow. If maybe I am deficient in something, then I will start to see problems, okay, in terms of hair growth. So hair will always grow, and that's why everyone just says, oh no, it will grow back, it's just hair. No, it's not just hair, but it definitely will grow back, right? This is where the medical conditions can come in. Like, if you are not at your healthiest, there are some health concerns, this part might be difficult for you. And if you're not seeing even a little bit of hair growth, I think that's concerning. But most people can definitely see that hair growth. And if you want to test your hair and see if it's not growing or not, put in a protective style, and at the end of a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, especially like a month, see if there's no new growth. Most of the time there will be that new growth, and that's when you should please stop saying that your hair isn't growing when it actually is. That's the test that you can do to check if your hair is growing or not. And if it is, then you must stop complaining. Then we can go on to the next part of the hair. The next part of the hair is the lengths of the hair. So we have looked at the roots, we are now looking at the lengths of the hair. When it comes to the lengths of the hair, people forget that breakage can happen at the ends and also at the lengths of the hair. At any point on the hair strand, breakage can happen. So it's important to take care of all of your hair, right? A lot of people don't know how to moisturize their hair properly. If you're not happy with your moisturizer, if you're not happy with how your hair takes in moisture, really, research and look into that. Make sure that your hair is getting the best of the best in terms of products and in terms of how you apply those products. I always say that if you're unsure and you're overwhelmed, look for the products that are mostly organic or even 100% organic, because they have a higher rate of success, and also they have a longer, more trusted, proven record of actually working, and there are little to no side effects from using organic products. So that is what I always recommend. Yeah, like really look at your hair. Is it happy? Is it rich? Is it moisturized? At the end of the day, moisture is very important. Breakage is bound to happen when you manipulate your hair, but the trick is to get as little breakage as possible. Rather have more shed hairs than breakage. Shed hairs are those hairs that you will lose. They say it's around 100 hairs per day. So that's the shed hairs, because from the hair follicles, they all have a growth cycle. And yeah, so I don't want to overwhelm you with that. But the breakage is bound to happen. Shed hairs are bound to happen. It's still really important to try and minimize, the shed hairs that you might get and minimize the breakage that you might get. And one of the best ways to do that is to make sure that you are doing well with your scalp care and you are doing well in terms of your moisture routine. And now for the next part of the hair, the ends of the hair. Now the ends of the hair are the most fragile because they are the most exposed to the elements, if you really think about it, and they are the oldest parts of the hair as well. So it's really important to take extra care of them. What extra care of them looks like is, if you're doing a style to like tuck them in, have them protected, don't have them out and exposed. There are certain hairstyles that really expose the ends, and it's a bit of a risk. It's a bit of a risk, especially if you are having this problem where you feel like your hair is not growing. Whereas you can do so many other styles that will give your ends that extra protection and that will help you see, that length retention, aka, progress in your length, and actually seeing your hair getting longer because it's growing from the roots and you are retaining the ends of the hair. Another thing that works for a lot of people is putting a lot more product at the ends of the hair, or even having a different kind of product that's a little bit more thicker at the ends of the hair. That has helped a lot. I have done both. I have done everything that I'm telling you in this video, and these are the things that work, and it is that simple. Another thing that leads to us not seeing a lot of progress in our length is we over manipulate the hair. And when you over manipulate, you are pretty much, you're asking for the breakage. You can moisturize almost every day, but if you are over manipulating, especially if it's going to be with combs and brushes and all these other tools, you're really stressing your hair a lot, and it's just going to break off. The first part to break off, even though it can happen on any part of the strand, it's the ends, and you're not going to see growth if your ends aren't protected and aren't happy. So every single part of your hair should be very, very happy with you, and that's how you will start to see progress in your length. People just want to see length and they don't want to pay attention to the actual health, overall health of the hair, starting from the root down to the ends. So personally for me, simplifying things, not overcomplicating things, has helped so much. It's helped me implement things so easily into my routine, and this is exactly that. It's not complicated. I always say that the solutions are simple. If you have any more questions, please make sure that you comment down below and I will definitely answer you as soon as I can. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, especially if you are wanting to grow your hair and just improve the overall health of your hair. Other than that, love, light, and blessings to you. Bye. Mwah.